Hey, it's Martha, and I have my What I've Been Warming basket. Here I have, I think, all empties. I think these are all empty. So I had a decent week this past week. I am looking in the video, and I'm like, there's a lot of gray going on here. A lot of gray. It's not drab or anything. I did change my duvet cover. I got this from Cozy Earth, and it's super nice. It's very, very nice, but it's actually called Sky Mist or Sky Harbor, but it does look gray in the monitor. But I love it. I love it. So let's get started with what I warmed this week. How was your weekend? I had a good weekend. Good weekend is not complete when I'm recording this, but my oldest is coming for dinner on Sunday and celebrating her 25th birthday. So we're going to celebrate a little early, but it's always nice to have your kids. Once you're an empty nester and then the kids come home to visit, it's always really, really nice. So hoping that we have a good time, as we should. One of the things that she's asked that she wants us to do is play, is it Super Mario Party with her? She's kind of back into some of these video games, and I'm like, yeah, I'll play. So let's start off with Scentsy. I have two. This is Vanilla Amber and Vanilla Amber, almost dropped it. Vanilla Amber is vanilla cream, golden amber, and sweet rum. I warmed this in the bedrooms because it was a softer scent. Plus, it's more of a perfumey vanilla, not like a bakery vanilla. And I would say this was like a light medium, but it was pretty and it was nice. And I do like this one, but out of all the vanillas that Scentsy has come out with recently, I'm going to stick with the one that I like better, Vanilla Barnyard. I like that one better from last year, although this was really very pretty, very soft. I'd even say kind of delicate. It does have a bit of the amber, making it perfumey. It was a medium scent, so it was nice. I love vanilla scents, but I don't know that I'd probably get this again, but I don't know. But I liked it. It's just, there's so many other vanillas. I have vanilla walnut in my club, I believe. And I think I put another vanilla. Very vanilla? There is some other vanilla that I think is in my club. So out of all the vanillas, I'd say this was nice, but it didn't stand out as a like absolute favorite. So that is Vanilla Amber. And then I have Red Currant Wreath. So I know this is more of a Christmassy holiday scent, but it was in friend mail and it was a partial and I wanted to use it because this is, now that it is November, my first week of my November melting basket, the theme is like leftovers. So partials or maybe onesies, twosies, where I just have one or two vendors I'm trying to use up. So Red Currant Season. I don't have the scent notes to this. I will put those down here. But it's got red currant, I believe. That's in the name, right? Yeah, that is in the name. Definitely has a spicy cinnamon, like a red hot cinnamon to it. It's a good scent. I like it. It's a nice holiday scent, and it was a good performer for me. So that is Red Currant Wreath. And we may get light and dark in this video. It's cloudy. It looks like it's cloudy. It rained a little bit this morning, like sprinkles, which is nice. That gets me. It's officially fall, although we're going to dip back up into the mid 70s, I think, by sometime this week. But this past week, it was didn't get past 68 degrees. So it's been chilly. So let me pull out. Gosh, I have a lot of little bags here. Okay. Let's do. Oh, I'm all over the place. Let's do Rose Girls, since I have two. I finished Salem. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, campfire marshmallows, and vanilla sandalwood. This is from October of 2023. I warmed this downstairs in open space. This is one of my favorite blends for this time of year. I do love a pumpkin pecan waffle scent. And this has vanilla sandalwood, which I really love her vanilla sandalwood. See, there's the sun. There's the sun coming back. Campfire marshmallows. What a difference. Wow, it was kind of dark in here. So this I warmed downstairs in open space. I give this one a medium throw down in open space. But again, one of my favorites, and that is Salem from Rose Girls. Then also from Rose Girls, I had this one double bagged. This is Shadow Queen. This is Lord of Misrule, Marshmallow Fireside, Tobacco, and Vanilla Bourbon. This is from December of 2023. Shadow Queen. This was a kind of a wild card for me last year. I know it's a well-loved scent, but I wasn't sure about it. And I liked it on warm. I didn't love it. So I don't think this is one I would repurchase necessarily. This was a strong performer. I warmed this in the bedrooms here upstairs. And upstairs, all I have is Scentsy warmer. So this was pretty strong. And I'm getting, is it patchouli? It's like a patchouli or like a nag champa kind of a scent in here. It is Lord of Misrule, I think, is a scent from Lush. I'm not familiar with that scent actually, but I definitely got that patchouli kind of nag type of scent, which I don't mind, and I like it in some mixes. So I thought this was okay, but it's not a love for me, but it was a really good performer, and that's from December of last year. All right, let's move on to, this might be a fast video. I feel like I'm not as chatty. You know why? Because after this, I'm gonna get real chatty. After this video, I hope to record my monthly check-in video, and I'm like, I'm gonna save my chattiness for that. All right, from Knowles Farm Scents, I finished two here. Vibrant Autumn, this is from September of 2023. This is apple, cinnamon, clove, pine, cranberry, and cedar. Vibrant Autumn. I was watching, this past week, I was watching Maggie's video, and I think she warmed this recently, like it was in her, I'm so behind on videos, so some things I'm like 2 weeks behind, others I'm like, it just kind of depends how things fall on my home screen and on YouTube, but she warmed this recently, and she says it reminds her of the vet, I think of vet office. I get an interesting scent in this as well. I didn't put it toward a vet office necessarily, but for me, I think it's the clove and the cedar. It's maybe a mix of the clove, cranberry, and cedar that make this one just a little different. It's not terrible. It's not a bad scent. It just smells odd. There's just like something in it. I'm really thinking it's the cedar and the cranberry and the clove combo. So I did get some of the apples, but I got mostly those three, I think, that I'm getting. So it was an okay scent. I wouldn't repurchase it for that because I love so many other of Knowles Farm scents better. So this one's just okay. I had half of this or a partial of it, warmed it down in open space, enjoyed it for a couple hours, and then, that was it. But yeah, I put on my spreadsheet, nope, I'd rather purchase other scents from Knowles, like Coastal Embers. I finished this one. Coastal Embers is Beach Evenings and By the Fireplace. So I love his Beach Evenings, top 5, top 3. I'd say his Beach Evenings for me is up there with Sassy Girl Aroma. Like, those are probably my top 2 favorite beach evening scents. So Coastal Embers, great scent. Warm this downstairs in open space. This time around, that's how I finished it off. But 2 weeks ago, I warmed it here in the bedroom. This one is it's a fantastic scent. I get more of the beach evenings than I get By the Fireplace. So I'd say it's like a 60-40. If I were to give you how it's broken down between those 2 scent notes, but really lovely. For me, this worked better in the bedroom than it did in open space, but I got a nice medium throw downstairs in open space. So that is Coastal Embers from Knowles Farm Scents. I have, let's see here, one from not Sassy Girl Aroma. You know what? in my melting basket, when I started talking about Lavender and Speckles, I called it Second and Spruce. So I don't know what's wrong with me. But from Lavender and Speckles, I warmed Vanilla Surf. This is creamy vanilla, toasted marshmallows, driftwood, and sea salt with a touch of caramel. So this was a partial souffle that I had. This is her newer, I guess it's not that new anymore, but I think in June, July, she introduced an olive oil wax. Could be earlier, but that's when I first bought it. And Vanilla Surf is in the souffle of that new olive oil wax blend. And this is really beautiful. I would not use this in open space. I warmed it. The 2 times that I've warmed it was in my bedroom. Beautiful. It lasted, I had it going from 8 or 9 a.m. I went to bed at like 11 p.m. I can still smell it, and it was pretty much consistent that entire time. So that's over 12 hours, right? It's like, 14 hours, and just like it was that throw. It was medium throw. It was light medium throw. I'd say more medium. I'd give it a 5. 5 out of 10. A medium throw consistency that entire time. When I woke up in the morning, didn't smell it as much, left, went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, came back in the bedroom. I'm like, I could still smell it. So at that point, this morning it was much lighter, and I am recording this on Saturday morning. I warmed this on Friday, Olive Friday. So it's a medium throw, great in the bedroom, but man, it lasted. It just stayed at that same consistency the whole time. Where sometimes with vendor wax, you will get like, it lasted 3 hours, 4 hours. This was like, 14 hours later. I actually did not want to take it out, and that's why I just kept it and went to bed. And then I figured I'll change it out in the morning because it was such a beautiful vanilla scent. So this is inspired by Vanilla Waves from Scentsy. And I've never warmed Vanilla Waves, so I can't tell you. I can't compare the two, but I've heard from many people who have both that this is a really great dupe. But love the smell. So I would absolutely get this again. And that is Vanilla Surf from Lavender and Speckles. All right, from Southbound, I have a couple here from Southbound. Yes, I think this is it. I have a clam in 2 little bags here. So Basic Witch, I wore this on Halloween, I think. This is pink sugar, toasted marshmallow, campfire smoke, and sweet gooey marshmallow cream. This was gifted to me from Steph Loves Life. This is from September of 2023. That is Basic Witch. I have warmed this scent a couple of times. I had a souffle of this. I got a shape of it, I think, from April in friend mail, and then I got a clamshell from Steph. So this is a great scent. I really do enjoy this scent. You get that ooey gooey marshmallow for sure. I warmed this down in open space, and this one lasted. It was a good day, like probably 7 hours or so. And you get just beautiful marshmallow. You get that pink sugar, a little of smokiness from the campfire. It is a really great scent. I think this is a very popular scent from Southbound. That is Basic Witch. All right, then I had a little sample. This came from a round robin box last year, and this is Winter Love Spell. This is a little smudged here. I think it's called Love Spell Victoria's Secret type. Have I smelled that one? I'm sure I have. It's probably a long time ago. It's been a while. I used to work at Victoria's Secret, like back in the early college days. I was there for 5 years. I was a manager. So you think, but I don't think Love Spell was around when I was there. It was like Angel, Dream Angel. That was kind of like the big thing. We're going back to the 90s here with that, but this is Love Spell blended with fresh mint and vanilla. Winter Love Spell. This was a fairly good size, like maybe bigger than a dollar coin for sure. But I warmed it here in the bedroom because I had just a little bit. I warmed it in my Milk Diamond warmer, and I really like this one a lot. Given that it was a small sample, I got a decent enough throw where when I walked in the bedroom, I can smell it. And I liked it. That mint and the vanilla, it was just a really Really pretty scent. I would absolutely get this again. Yeah, it's really nice. So I like this one a lot. Winter Love Spell from Southbound. Then another one from Southbound. This came from April Lee. She shared some of her favorites. This is Dead of the Night. It's pink sugar, lavender, marshmallows, and vanilla. Warm this. It was like I think it was the shape of like a big ghost. Cut it up and put it in the 3 warmers that I have in my bedroom. This was really good. I like this one a lot. So again, her lavender is fantastic. And I've heard April say that. I think she's got one of April's favorite lavenders, and I could agree. I think Courtney's mentioned that as well. Definitely agree with that. I love her lavender. And I was just watching Courtney from Courtney's Scent Society, I believe. She was chopping this one up. She had Dead of the Night, and I said, oh, I know I just warmed this one. So love it. Great lavender. I would absolutely get this again, and it performed really well in my bedroom. Here's another onesie that I have. And this is the one and only from 30A Scents that I have. This was friend mail from Summer Michelle. This one's called Bunny Brew. This is Brazilian coffee and sweet cream laced with brown sugar. This was great. This was a great coffee scent. It was more of a latte kind of a coffee scent. I felt like it was creamy. It was sweet. This definitely has that sweetness from the brown sugar and the sweet cream. It was really nice. So that is Bunny Brew. I've not tried 30A Scents before. I think that's how you say it, right? 30A. I've definitely seen some hauls, and it might be one that I would look into and pick some more up. So Bunny Brew from 30A. I believe she sells on Etsy, I think. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Let me do these two from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This is Gorgeous. That's how it's spelled on here. I didn't make these little labels. My friend had given me 31 samples of a sample from last year, and I've been warming through these in the bathroom. Haven't been talking about them all, but I did. I actually warmed this other one. These two, I'll tell you what this other one is. Trick or Treat. So this Gorgeous, and Trick or Treat, I warmed in the guest room. I just put 1 sample in each warmer. I have 2 warmers in there. And between the two, I enjoyed Gorgeous more. It's got a little more sweetness. It's definitely a pumpkin scent. It's pumpkin with something else. This one I don't really remember too much. This is Trick or Treat, but they were both nice. I just kind of, like I said, I had just a sample of them, so I figured I can warm one in each warmer in there, and they blended nicely because they were both like pumpkin scents, I believe. So that is what I warmed from the Pharmacist's Daughter. Then I have one from Britta's Creepy Treasures, A Quiet Place. This is roasted pine cones, pretzel, sweet and creamy vanilla bean marshmallow. This was poured February 16th, 2024. And that is A Quiet Place. This, a lot of people, if you like pretzel, I would say Britta's has a really nice pretzel. So I did get the pretzel. I got a lot more of that sweet and creamy, which to me has a hint. My brain just associates sweet and creamy with like a cream, like a creamer almost that you would put in coffee. So I always feel like I get just a tinge of, does anyone else? Is it just me? I don't know. Now when I smell sweet and creamy in blends, I'm like getting like a hint. It's a hint. It's definitely nothing strong, but I get like a hint of like a coffee. It's almost like a coffee creamer. And then the roasted pine cone. So I like this one, but again, I'm not a huge pretzel fan. So this one was okay for me. It was a good performer down in open space. I'd give this one a medium. Wasn't the strongest performance I've gotten from Britta's. This was a souffle, but it was a good medium throw. And that is A Quiet Place. Warm that in open space. Okay, this is one from March of 2023. I have not warmed Harper James in a long time, and I finished. I had just put this in my November basket. I think, Yeah, it was like halfway. I finished this yesterday. This is fresh baked bread, and it just smells like bread. It just smells like bread. And I was in the mood on Friday to just have, not that it's softer, because you could definitely smell the bread. It smelled fantastic, but I give this one again a medium throw. I think I warmed a lot of medium throws this week. Used it all up in my warmer in downstairs. I'm sorry. I used all of it downstairs. I used like half in the morning, and then as it started dying down, I just kind of reswitched it and then just finished it off. So this was so it lasted about, I'd say 5 hours. I'm trying to think, from like 9 to 2 or 3 is when I switched it out again, and then gave it like a repeat. It was like a rinse and repeat. So this was a day where I just wanted something not pumpkin, not super heavy, and I just hadn't warmed this in a long, long time. So I warmed this downstairs, and I had vanilla surf here in the bedroom on Friday. And so it was, again, kind of a soft day, nothing too complicated, nothing too much, but just it's a crowd pleaser, I would say. Fresh baked bread from Harper James. So I'm actually really happy to have finished it, just because I've been hanging on to it for, since March of last year. All right, this is also from last year. This is Dessa's Homespun Scents. This is from November 2023. It's fresh brewed latte, buttery pumpkin, caramel sauce, and cinnamon streusel. Fall in New England. I warm this in hot plates, my candle crock, and a tea light. This one was, again, when I do that, I get a better performance, that's for sure. This one wasn't as heavy for me or as strong as Ye Olde Witch House. That right now is like top tier of the Dessas that I've warmed. This one, I would give this like a 7 out of 10 as far as throw. But I warmed this downstairs. Really pretty latte and pumpkin. This is a very nice scent. Although I'm picky with caramel, it's just enough to add sweetness. It doesn't come off as like a brown or burnt. I get like a burnt sugar scent sometimes from caramel, mostly Scentsy's caramel, or something that is heavy caramel. But this was like a nice enough caramel in here. So this is a good one, but not as strong as Ye Olde Witch House. And I think it's bakery. I think I think in general, bakery is a little harder to get that oomph. So Fall in New England from Dessa's. Black Magic Chai. I think I warmed this on Thursday morning. This is from Zeep. This is spice chai, creamy caramel, sweet cinnamon apple, Halloween pumpkin. So Black Magic Chai. This was also a really good scent. This smelled great on cold, and it was good on warm. This was light to medium. Warm this in my downstairs. Yeah, it's definitely a really nice chai scent. You get that kind of cinnamon apple in there. You get the spices, but it's not too spicy. That makes sense. You definitely get it, but it's for me a really good chai scent, and I liked it for that. Again, light to medium throw, not the best. If I really want a stronger throw, I would probably do a tea light with this, or and I have more of these. I looked at my spreadsheet. I think I have, maybe not. One spreadsheet was wrong. Anyway, talking to myself here. I'm doing things with my spreadsheet. So to get more of a performance, I probably, if I had 2, would have warmed like 1.5. But that is Black Magic Chai from Zeep. Sorry, had a little internal dialogue going on. Oh, I forgot this one. This is from Rose Girls too. See, when it's in different packaging, I lose it. This is Jumpin' on Carbs with Ghoul Friends. So this is the Jumpin' on Clouds blend that she has with the Ghoul Friends one. What's it called? Carbs with Ghoul? No, what's it called? Oh, you guys are yelling at me. Carbs with Ghoul Friends, I think, right? Carbs with Ghoul Friends. So Jumpin' on Clouds with Carbs with Ghoul Friends. This is pumpkin sugar donuts, cookies, bread, vanilla bean Noel, vanilla wafers, cotton candy frosting, cup of cake, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and Vanilla Crunch Donuts. This was a nice cloud sample, a pretty big one. I'd say probably an ounce, maybe 2. And warm this here in the bedroom in my warmers. Great scent. I love Carbs with Girlfriends. Is that what it is? I love that scent. And then Jumping on Clouds is another great kind of iconic scent from Rose Girls. So the combo was fantastic. I warmed this probably from like 6 or 7 p.m. Left it on all night. When I woke up in the morning, I never smell anything in my room right when I wake up, ever. But once I go out, do my morning thing, come back in the bedroom, usually I'll smell it again. So I did smell it a little bit in the morning, and then I went around and changed all my warmers. But really nice scent. I love Carbs with Girlfriends. But yeah, would I get it with Jumping on Clouds? Sure, why not? Really nice carbs. You get the carbs in there, which is really good. So that was from Rose Girls. All right, I have 2 from KAEs Scented Melts. So Cabin in the Woods. This is White Pumpkin, Amber, and Fireside. Cabin in the Woods. This is a smoky scent. Nice and smoky. Like, I know a lot of people love Scentsys around the campfire because it's got that, and I haven't smelled that in a while, but I'd say this is definitely that similar vibe. It's definitely smoky. It's sweet smoky. The Scentsys around the campfire, I don't know what is it. I've never had this reaction with any wax ever. But when I have melted that in the past, and I've tried a couple of times because I like the scent of it, it burns my eyes. My eyes burn. They irritate. It irritates my eyes so badly. I've even cut a cube in half, kind of mixed it with other wax, to give it a smokiness to it. Been upstairs, been in my bed, have half a cube downstairs in my open space, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's like, I have to take it out. I have to stop. So I have never had luck with around the campfire, but if I want a smoky scent that's got a little something to it, this for me would be it. I just dumped the whole thing in my candle crock. I just went dump. I just dumped the whole thing in the candle crock because I was mixing some other things, I don't know, throughout, those 2 days. And it was great. It gave this little smoky vibe to whatever was going on, whatever I was melting. I think Salem was in there one day. And I have the candle crock like in the corner of it's like on an end table on the other side of the living room area, TV, living room area. And yeah, it was giving it a nice smokiness, and I turned it off one day. I left it on all night, turned it off when I went to work. And then the next day I'm like, I could still get a little bit. Let me turn it on with the intention of melting it so I can hot pour it out. But then I got that little smokiness coming again when I turned it back on. So I was like, you know what? I'll just let it ride. So I like this one a lot. If you really are looking for something, I would say this is a good mixer because all you're really getting is the smokiness, that Fireside. Not so much the White Pumpkin Amber for me. It was just more the smokiness. This is a nice mixer. So I'm glad I dumped it in the candle crock. It kind of worked out. All right, this next one here from KAEs Scented Melts is Haunted House Season. Fallen Leaves, Apple, Clove, and Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. Haunted House Season. I warmed this here in the bedroom. I just basically put 2 cubes in each of the 3 warmers that I have in here. And this is a really good scent. I have 2 more. I bought extras. I think I warmed one last year, and then when I went and did a KAEs order, I ended up buying 3 because I'm like, I really like the scent. And yeah, it is, you get leaves. So you do get that fallen leaves. You get kind of that crunchy leaves, typical leaves scent. You get some of the apple. You get a little touch of clove, but not too heavy. And then you get some of that pumpkin. So I enjoy this one. Haunted House Season from KAEs Scented Melts. Okay. How am I doing here on time? From Scoopable Wax Melts, this is Resting Witch Face, Apple, Pumpkin, Marshmallow, and Zucchini Bread. I've talked about this a couple times. I warmed some of it last month. I put it back in my basket to finish it. or I kept it in my basket. I'm like, I want to finish this in October. Yeah, so forget what I said about my basket. This was in my October basket. I used it twice, and each time I used half. That's how you finish a scoop. You just use up half once and then half another time. So warm this in open space. I've talked about this before. This is just a really pretty scent. It's not long lasting, but I do feel scoops don't last as long. Like they start off strong and then die down pretty quickly. I think it might just be the nature of scoops, but this was a good one. I really like this scent, Resting Witch Face. Okay, Teddy Bees. I finished Wish a Witch Woods. Talked about this a couple times in October, but I finished the tub. I warm this in my bedroom. It's a light scent for me, although I love the scent. It is a light one. You know, it barely gets to a medium, but it is pretty. And when I would walk in the room, I'd have to take a pretty strong sniff to go, but I'd be like, what am I warming in here again? It's nice. And it's Wish a Witch Woods. So that is from Teddy Bees. Would I get it again? Probably, because I like the scent, but maybe not. Just depends, because it was light for me. I didn't try warming it in open space, I don't think, because the other time I warmed it, I remember it being in, I don't think I did. I don't know. Like, really, I do this weekly because I can't remember what I did 2 weeks ago. I really can't. All right. From that would require me to take notes, and that's not happening. That Smell Good Shop. I have two little samples here. One is Big Bad Wolf. This is Wizards and Wands, Black Canyon, and Vanilla Bourbon. It was a limited release. I warm this in the bedroom. I just put the 2 cubes in my Milk Diamond warmer, and this is a strong one. I mean, this is what amazes me about that Smell Good Shop, and why I do want to repurchase more when I finish what I bought back in August. I think August or September, I made a purchase, and I mean, those little cubes, they're small, but they pack a punch. They really do. This one lasted. Again, it was over 12 hours because I let it go all day, all night, and maybe left it on for another few hours after I'd woken up, and I could still smell it. This was a strong one, and it was two cubes in my bedroom. This one was definitely a strong one. I don't know what Wizards and Wands is or Black Canyon. I do know what Vanilla Bourbon is, but I don't know what those other 2 notes are. But this has got something that is a strong base. It's heavy. It's a heavy scent is what I can say. And I think that's why it lasted so long. I'm going to guess it is the Wizards and Wands that I'm getting. Definitely something kind of a tree note. But there could even be patchouli or like a nag champa in here. There's something like that. So for me, this was not a favorite, but it was okay. It was okay. But damn, that was a strong performer. Then we have Strawberry Bliss, Peppermint, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This was a customer blend. Both of these were from Shijo. And this is one that, again, had 2 little cubes, and I put one in one bathroom and one in the other. So I just kind of split them apart. And my bathrooms are super picky. You've heard me say that before. Yeah, you got actually the peppermint was what really came through. Didn't get the Strawberry Bliss as much, although I'm not sure I don't know what the bliss means with Strawberry Bliss, but if you know, let me know down below. But it was a very nice scent. I would buy this again. I would definitely do this. It was a good minty scent, but not just mint. You know what I mean? You got the vanilla as well. But I didn't recall smelling strawberry, but you know, I'm not in the bathroom all the time. Thank God. So yeah, but this was a good one. Every time I open the door, I'm like, ooh, I get that nice peppermint one. All right, we got one more to go here. And this is from South of Sanity Candles. This is Werewolf. And this was in friend mail that I got. I warmed this upstairs. I really like this one. And I should look up the scent notes. Let me look them up. I looked it up. So this is Dark Woods and Musk. That's what it is. I like this one. And so far I've warmed 2 from South of Sanity and have gotten good performance from them both. Because it's a clamshell, I mean, I guess I do warm clamshells down in open space, but I've been warming them in the bedrooms. I haven't tested them in open space, but this one, long lasting, had this in the guest room. And I think I split it in half. So I did like 3 cubes in there, 3 in here. Really good scent. I liked it. I liked it a lot, but I love kind of musk and I love woodsy scents. So this one was nice. So this is Werewolf from South of Sanity. So that is what I wore this week. It actually feels like, I say that every week. It feels like a lot, given that I'm definitely in the office 3 days a week. And so when I get home, I try to warm something. Like, it's like the first thing I think of. When I walk in the door, I'm like, all right, let's get to my basket and see what I'm going to warm and like let it ride for the rest of the night. And then I get 2 days that I get to work from home. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these, again, they're smaller ones, I'm using the bathroom and things like that. But that is what I warmed this week. A lot of empties, all but one. The only thing I didn't finish was a Shadow Queen from Rose Girls. So my favorite scent, I would say if I had to pick a favorite, what was my favorite this week? Wow, that's a tough. You know what? I think my favorite this week was Dead of the Night from Southbound. That is definitely one. And then, of course, Salem, because that's a repeat buy. I think if I was going to pick a non-obvious, that one. And then really impressed with Winter Love Spell. So I'm going to give you three favorites for the week. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching, for leaving comments, for thumbs up. They all help my YouTube channel. I know a lot of people say that. It's like, oh, it helps the algorithm, but why? Why it helps is because any interaction to this video, even thumbs down, it's true. Even a thumbs down would help. Not that I'm asking for those, but they all help YouTube say, ooh, people are interacting with his video. So something is good about it. So they push it out to more people. That's why if you ever notice on your home screen on YouTube, there's people like you don't subscribe to or have like never seen, you discover someone new. I discovered someone this past week. She just started a channel, great channel. I watched a couple of her videos. So, that's what it means when we say, thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. So I hope you enjoy this video and I will be filming. My hope is 2 more after this. So we'll see you. We'll see you back soon. Bye-bye.